It's time to huddle up. It's the Turf District Podcast. Welcome back to the Turf District, where we huddle up to talk all things Edmonton Elks and the CFL. And thank you for joining us live, either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch. Possibly you've downloaded the podcast, or maybe you are listening to us on Edmonton Sports Talk Radio. Either way, thank you very much for taking the time to spend with us as we talk about the most wonderful time of the year. Training camp has opened, and my friends, I am so glad we are here to talk about the new and exciting things that have happened so far. We have a few things to catch up on after being away for a couple of weeks, but let's get to it. Super fan, we're ready to rock. How was Sunday for you?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, it's always great seeing the football family again, hanging out together, telling stories, giving nicknames. Usually a fun time. And it feels a little different this year than it did last year. And it's interesting seeing those differences so far. We'll talk about, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What about you, Commish? I'm glad you made it on Sunday. What was your initial thoughts?
Of course, it's become a tradition. Have to.
We forgot our tradition of taking the picture of the three of us right beside the field, but we'll do that at Fan Day. It's
four of us now.
Four of us. We need all of us.
And we have to do it on the 55. So we have to try that, right? It's good. It's so great. It's nice to see everybody. What a warm surprise though to see Jeff, our Argo fan, yes, who works for Porter and is now an Edmonton season seat holder because he does so many flights here. How cool is that?
Yeah. It's very cool. Yes.
I love it.
Super cool.
Love it.
Yeah, extended CFL family, right? Unexpected and wonderful. Also, Leanne, of course, making the trip in. It's always wonderful to see our friends and everybody hanging out together. Oh, it was wonderful. Linda, thank you already, I will say, for providing the laughs when we talked about Eunice Larry, which we can talk more about that in a second. But what was your initial thoughts on Sunday?
Well, as you say, just being back together was great. The smell of Twizzlers in the air, and just being back at Clark, when you're so close and you get to hear the banter and see the little pulls and shoves that you don't necessarily see at Commonwealth. I just loved being up close and personal.
I do love it at Clark, I must say. For practice, it's outstanding. I'm excited for the game that's coming up, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. But I love being that close. You can see what's going on. You can see, but you can also hear the coaching, and I love that. I love learning by just listening to the coaches, and I've had a lot of that in these last few days. So that's amazing. Let's talk about players, guys that jumped out at you, or your initial thoughts on some of the team that's out on the field right now. I know that we're expecting at any moment, the list of the 10 cuts to come, but in true Hervey fashion, we probably won't actually know them till tomorrow morning, but especially because we're recording this evening. But still, what your initial thoughts on some of the people you saw so far? Let's start with you this time, Linda.
Well, it's fun to look with fresh eyes at some of the people we've talked to on the podcast, sort of in the intervening weeks and months. It's like, okay, now I know you a bit better, and I'm watching for different things. So that's been a real treat. I think my standout guy. Now, I wasn't there today, just right. Sunday and Monday, but I really liked Leonard Johnson.
Okay,
he's standing out for me. The rest, liking McGriff, enjoying watching him.
Tall drink of water.
He's definitely all of that. So many of these guys that we've acquired in the off season, we're getting what we're expecting to get. So I'm perhaps this is the embarrassment of riches. I'm not over them. I'm happy about it, but they're not surprising me with anything. So I'm looking at the people I didn't know before. Other than that, I've mostly been looking for opportunities for nicknames. And
all right, well, share. Come on, what have we got so far? Yeah.
No, we'll get to those. Well, besides leg
beer
day.
Segment.
Yeah, we got leg day here in the Blanco.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I have not yet anointed Thigh Master and Quadzilla, but we're in the playoffs for those.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, there's a few candidates.
Oh.
We're, looking at maybe Romper Room or something for Cordell Jackson for his little tight outfit. We've got, we got a few. We'll get to them.
That's outstanding. I was just impressed you let Cordell continue to play, being that he was wearing red shoes on the Sunday.
Oh.
Well, then we told Thomas he had to tell him to straighten up and fly, right? And he didn't have them on Monday.
He didn't. Yeah. And then today he had them back on again. I'm like, bad. Yeah, that's all right. We can. A good thing he's good player. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, was there a difference between like performance in the red and non-red shoes?
Clearly,
even if there wasn't, I would say there was.
Fair.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Kamish?
Well, I was only there on Sunday, so there's not really a lot to see. Well, I mean, there's a lot to see, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of people out there.
Yes.
What was nice when I was looking through my list is like, wow, I know so many names. That's such a relief. Like, oh yeah, 87. It's Benjamin, not Benjamin. People, Benjamin. Get it right. Oh my gosh.
We're binge watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think I was more focused on the coaches, and they just seem so drilled in. Like, I don't know if Ed Hervey ever looked behind him one time. He was like focused.
But I did see him bust a move to one of the dance songs that came on.
Okay.
And Killer got pretty excited when they played Sweet Child of Mine. He's like, this is my music. That's good.
That's fair. It's good music.
It was a mix.
It was an excellent mix. I loved it. They had all 3 days. They've had all different types of songs. It's been great. Yeah.
Was it vibrating like it was on Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That was so annoying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The speakers are totally like, it's great.
But I think one of the things that I would say that stood out for the players is I like to take notice of who stays on the field the longest and what they're doing. So there were 4 who I had noted on my paper, and now I can't find my paper, but I think I remember who they were. 19, Regimbo, I
Aloha.
think is how you say it.
Yeah, La Tendresse Regimbo.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monsieur.
And 73, which is Jackson, and not our Cordell, another Jackson.
Isn't Jackson 70? Keytron?
No, this is Tashninsky.
Oh.
Jackson Tashninsky.
Oh,
Oh,
Tachinsky.
Tachinsky.
Thank you.
Jackson is the first name. Got it. Yes.
Yes,
Jackson
yes.
Tachinsky. Got it. Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't say last names when I don't know what they are.
Jackson it is.
Jackson T. Yeah. Okay.
83 JJ Jones, and I cannot remember who it was another receiver. It was another 80.
85.
It may have been Jalen.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
85.
It was
Yeah.
85.
85. And I think Justin McGriff made a crazy catch like right before us. I'm not sure, but it was like insane. It was a good catch. But yeah, I like seeing who stays out on the field just a little bit longer. Kind of like,
For sure.
I like your work ethic. Not saying that the other guys don't have it, but these guys were like, no, I want this. I want this.
Love it. Very, very good. Mike, I believe you had a nickname lined up for JJ Jones, as I recall.
Yeah, we're going to call him Trips. Triple J.
That's right.
Trip J.
He liked it.
I mean,
he thought it was funny.
yeah.
It was great.
Odd
Yeah.
because he's a junior, right? So
Yes.
What? Are you serious?
he's the second, but we're going to call him the third. So, and I have dubbed Austin Mac Fleetfoot Mac. So that's pretty good.
Just so outstanding. I'm excited for when he starts breaking out his own tunes.
Exactly. As you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. All right. What else stood out to you then, Superfan?
I watched a lot of the offensive line. That was certainly an area they wanted to address, and did they? The interior of that offensive line is pretty scary right now. I was just there like Commissioner on Sunday only, and Mark Cordy was playing center with the ones. But then you had Woodmansey on at right guard and O'Donnell at left guard, and they were getting some serious push going on there, even against that really stout defensive line. So that was very cool to see. And then, of course, the two Americans on the outsides with Bordner and Linda's favorite, Jordan Murray.
Yeah. Why now?
At
Why is he your favorite?
the tackles.
Joy.
That is a very large man.
Another tall drink of water.
Yeah, I was saying that when they were doing the one-on-ones today, I'm like, man, Jordan Murray's really hard to get around, like in every sense of that word.
Right.
Like he is a monster of a dude. Yeah. So that's
Yeah. And then the of course the running backs. I got to look at the running backs, right? So
what? No,
I know. It took me a while to see Skylar Griffith because he changed his number. He was 80 last year at fullback, and now he's 44.
Oh, that's
And Isaiah Knight, I really enjoyed
Yeah.
seeing him. I mean, it's first day of camp for me, but and for him, but yeah, I think I liked his energy. I liked the drive he was putting in there, and if he can keep it up, like he'll work his way on this roster somewhere.
gorgeous hair too.
Ah, yes.
which is very important. I'm
Right.
sure Ed looked at that.
Someone has to have a flow,
Well, you'd think that Mark
Skylar
Cullen would-
Griffith's got one. I mean, come on.
right?
Noah Curtis. They got some flow.
Noah Curtis. He's got something going on.
Is
I
it-
agree with you, Mike. Isaiah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but how long does it stay? It's important how long it sticks out of the helmet. Come on, guys. No, I know he's got a
You're t-
Einstein going on, but like you
I was
have to
gonna
see
say,
it.
You're talking to Andrew, who absolutely loved a guy whose hair used to flow behind his helmet. Marco.
Marco. Yes. I agree with you, Mike, that Isaiah Knight has taken a step forward, especially like not even just Sunday, but Monday. I saw that as well. Today it was a little bit less. And today was the first day with pads.
Right.
Now you were talking about Woodmansey, and there was a play today when the pads were on, and Kenny Logan Jr. made an incredible interception, and Woodmansey decided to play his best Matt O'Donnell.
Oh, fantastic.
And that was quite a hit. And coach was asked after the practice, and he said, I don't know if you've noticed, but Woodmansey plays with a little nasty, which is kind of what we needed. And
Yep.
he said it was well worth the investment. That's was his line. And I agree. I love that they play a little bit harder. Yesterday, Malik Carney came across, and Sean Derrick Powell was the running back, number 28, and he ran to the side. And as he kind of got to where Malik Carney was, Malik just kind of went like this. And in the words of our good friend Dwayne Mandrusiak, it looked like Powell stepped on a landmine.
Nice.
He literally blew up. And Malik was very apologetic about it afterwards. He didn't mean to injure anybody or anything like that. In a moment you'll hear him describe it, but it was funny. So there is some high compete going on, which I love. The rotation of the starting four on the D line is going to be very interesting to watch. Mostly the starters that I've seen so far have been Malik Carney, Jared Brinkman, Jordan Williams, and Robbie Smith. But they have been rotating guys in, like Tamari Fox in the middle, who started out really well last year and is still showing some this year. Silas Hubert, the Canadian guy on the end.
Yeah.
And he is also a tall gentleman, but he's put some push on. Brandon Barlow, of course, still around. Noah Taylor still around. Francis Biemi in the middle. So there's going to be some options and some interesting rotation in that front four. So I'm really curious to see what angle they take on that after some of the struggles that our defensive line had last year.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because I know Dave Campbell posted that Robbie Smith was with the twos today. So I was wondering who was opposite Carney on the defensive line today.
It rotated between Taylor and Hubert. But Rob was out there quite a bit with the ones when they got the pads on. But beforehand, he was with the twos. And yesterday, Robbie was with the twos quite a bit. And Hubert had that top spot for most of the day.
Giving everyone a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul's also saying Brandon Barlow as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Brandon Barlow had a little bit. I haven't seen him stand out as much as I kind of wanted him to, being in kind of the second year, but maybe it's just because the other guys are playing really well. I mean, Brinkman, in the one-on-ones today, it wasn't even close. Brinkman was just mowing guys down in the one-on-ones. And it didn't matter who it was that lined up against him. He was just plowing guys. It was unbelievable. So I'm very excited to see more from him. Right. Counter to what we had kind of heard beforehand, Anderson has been playing middle linebacker. DeBlanco has stayed at the will position. So, and they've that third Sam position, they've rotated between Chalin Garnes and Kenny Logan Jr., much like they did during the season last year.
Right.
But I do like Kenny Logan Jr. has picked up at least 2 interceptions in camp so far. One of them off a brilliant tip that kind of went off a receiver off of him, and then he caught it again.
Wow.
So that was kind of nice. So it's kind of nice to see that there's guys there. There's another guy that has been playing Mac with the threes, actually, because Mogensen has been playing with the twos. With the threes, there's a guy named Jaden Pearson who has really stood out to both Paul and I. We both mentioned him a few times, number 54, and he's had some pretty big plays. So I'm excited to see those types of things going on.
He's a
sorry?
He's a national too.
Jaden Pearson?
That's what it said, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, well, he's got, there's definitely some excitement there.
Cool.
The last thing that I really want to make sure that I mention is, 2 things. One is that Taylor Powell, when he throws the ball, it is like a gun. It comes out of there so hard. I was really paying attention to it today. And you know how Cody he almost has like a baseball throw, like it's kind of up over this way. Powell, it comes straight out from here, but it like when it hits guys, it makes noise.
I was just going to ask that if you could hear the reception.
Absolutely.
I love it.
He fires it. I'm just so impressed with that. It's really cool to watch a guy just. And now, I mean, there's goods and bads to that. Obviously, you don't want it so hard that they can't catch it, but
Right.
holy cow, can he throw that ball? I'm very, very impressed with that. The other thing was, and I didn't think this was possible, but our good friend Jake Julian has improved his punting.
Sure has.
It's today we were measuring, and he averaged a hang time between 4.5 and 4.8.
That's crazy.
And this is like 65, 70-yard punts. It's bonkers, and they hang forever. Like he kicks it up, and you're just like, oh, there it is. Like, it's great. Like, it's unbelievable how well he's punting.
Even on Sunday, it was just like, holy crap.
He had that 180-yarder on Sunday.
Yeah.
Before it hit the ground. That's impressive.
Yeah, and he's booming them. And he must have kicked it, I don't know, 30, 35 times today.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple that didn't go that range. He was standing on his own 35, and more than a few times he put it into the end zone. That's just crazy to me. So,
oh my God, Becky.
Exactly. Jake.
Look at those legs.
So glad you're here. So good. Yeah. Paul and I did have an interesting conversation today, though. We were talking about who do you put for Jimmy Gaines, because like you said, Kayla, we know so many of the names. They're guys that we have had before. And we kind of know where most of these guys are going to go, but there is ones. Paul did want to. He thinks that McGriff counts because he hasn't had a training camp with us.
I had a thought on that too.
Okay, what did you think?
Well, who was our winner last year?
Zach Mathis.
Right, because he didn't have a camp, though he did play with us. Do you know who else did not have a camp last year but played with us and is playing this year? Carter O'Donnell.
Oh, that's fair. Yes, he would qualify then. Okay. Well, then
that's my early pick. A little too early.
Better tell Paul that he can add that to his list. If it wasn't for the fact that he had played in the CFL, I probably would put Boo up for the award so far. Right. Brandon O'Leary Orange has done
nice,
very, very underrated pick up for us. I think he's been doing great. So excited to see more of him too. Now, before we get too much farther into other information, as it turns out, I was lucky enough to catch up with a couple of guys over these couple of days, and guess what that means? We get to go back to one of our favorite segments. Pull up a chair and get cozy. It is time for a Turfside Chat. All right, joined now by Austin Mack, new receiver on the Edmonton Elks, but not, of course, new to the CFL. What's it like being in Green Gold?
Man, it's been a great experience so far. I mean, the locker room is awesome, the stadium is amazing, the resources, the people that are trying to give us everything that we can to be able to be pros here, they're doing their best, and it's awesome to see. Now it's time to go. Now it's time to strap it on, right? Start building continuity as an offense and be ready to make some big plays.
So you start off your first training camp, second play from offense, you dive down the field and make a leaping catch. Is that continuity with Cody that helps for that?
Oh, for sure. He's going to trust me, and I'm going to go make a play more than anything. And it's just great, starting, it's been 6 months off, be able to come in day one and be able to start like that. So obviously great. Now it's just time to keep building. I can't get too low. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Coming over here from Montreal, now you obviously had a few years experience. But do you set goals at the beginning of the season? When you come into something new?
Yeah, for sure. And right now, I'd say it isn't a numeric number or anything like that. It's more a line of being a leader, being a team guy, being able to help build a culture that they're trying to build. That's right. Just keep working. That's something I've talked about. So for me as a pro, as a leader, now it's time to help bring other guys along, help get this whole entire room. It takes 5 guys. There are 2 guys. It takes 5 guys, and it's about all of us being on the same page and working together.
Tell us about that receiving core. You guys look like you're all could play fullback, but what's it like being with a bunch of tall guys that can move around?
No, I mean, the cool thing is I played with Kayon, and Ben Victor is another guy I've known really well. We played at Ohio State together, and OJ is another really good receiver. We got Joe, who I'm with him in the boundary, and he's really good. So it's all about us getting to know each other more, us continuing to go out here and make plays and keep building. Like it's day one. We got 2 hard weeks at camp, getting these preseason games. It's time to do stuff good.
So, have you been in Edmonton for very long, or just kind of came in right before?
Yeah, just got in here this past week. Don't know much, so if you guys got any recommendations, please send them my way.
Excellent, that's important to know. What have you tried so far? Anything that jumped out at you?
Oh, every time every away trip, and we always go to Earl's. So I've gone to Earl's probably 4 times already since I've been here. I need a number 2, but yeah.
Okay, Cordell will tell you it's the Cactus Club.
Cactus
So
Club.
yeah, Cordell's really been good about that. So what did you do in the off season?
Yeah, so I spent my time in Florida. A really good off-season program. Spent a good 3 months there. Big dad mode. Got 2 beautiful girls. Got another one on the way. So really just taking care of the body, building, getting ready for the season, getting away from football, right, and just relaxing for a bit, and then also being the best father. Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful wife and my mother, but it's just more than anything off season, so now it's time to go.
Awesome. Is the family coming up at all of you?
Oh, absolutely. They'll be here fan day
nice.
officially, so they had a couple graduations to get to. I can't make it too, so they're knocking that out these next week and a half, and then they'll be up.
Fantastic. What do you like to do when you're not doing football? Other obviously being a dad, but what else do you like to do?
Honestly,
that's the main one.
that's the most of the daytime. But outside of that, I don't have too many more hobbies when I'm in season, right? I'm more than lines. I'm taking care of the body. I like to be on the ground. A lot of girls play with me or watching a show or something, right? And it's just taking care of their legs, making sure I'm ready to go. So.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about this system. It's a little different than what you were used to. I find it come into it fairly easily, though.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've done a great job of being able to get this material in front of us throughout the off season. So I've been looking at it for a while. Spent some time during the rookie camp. I wanted to be here to make sure I can kind of get ahead of it. And I think things are starting to click pretty well. This system is meant to have 3,000-yard receivers and 1,000-yard running back. So when executed the right way, we got to protect the quarterback. We got to run the ball, and then we got to absolutely maximize our shots from the outside. And when we do that, good things happen.
Fantastic. Well, we're excited that you're here. Thanks for taking a few minutes with us, and looking forward to seeing more of you in the next couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Dan.
Appreciate you guys.
Now by new Edmonton defensive end, Malik Carney. Welcome to the team.
Thank you, man. It's an honor to be here.
So tell me a little bit. You go from winning a Grey Cup. What's the draw to come to play in the Green Gold?
Man, the roster, man. The roster seeing, best chance to win. Obviously, I got relationships with the personnel, the front office. So making that decision was honestly easy.
Nice. Now, when you come into this, and obviously you come in as a veteran in the league, but a new guy here, do you kind of embrace that leadership role right away?
Yeah, you definitely do, but it's about learning the guys, right? And let them learn you. You can't just come in here and just be a leader and just be vocal, because that's how you just kind of, it's about learning your players, building that camaraderie, letting them see who you are, learning each other's skill sets, and building that brotherhood and everything that takes place.
Tell us a little bit about playing in J.C. Sherritt's system and of course with the new defensive line coach. How does that been so fun?
Well, I'm going to start with Cedric, man. He's a great coach, very detailed, man. Coming from Buffalo and being here, he's very detailed on little things to where you know what to do and you're not second guessing anything. So it's great having him. And JC, obviously, he was in SAS, got a relationship with him, so I know how he calls his plays and he's looking for, and the flexibility to play, here, there, and everywhere. So that's what I'm interested in. That's what I respect from the coaches.
You do. I've seen a couple of times where you drop back a little bit. Do you like that ability to kind of flex a little?
I mean, obviously, I would love to go forward, but having that versatility, to drop the coverage, rush over the guards, play a linebacker, really just kind of mess up the offense's protection, not knowing where I'm going to be, and not just staying stagnant, moving around. They having to account for me, make it a little tougher on those guys. So vibe and everything.
Fantastic. Now, yesterday, saw you come across and kind of all of a sudden the running back looked like you stepped on a landmine through. Is that reflex? Is that just like, okay, the guy's there, we're gonna just get him away?
Honestly, man, it was incidental, man. I didn't mean to do it. If you watch it slowly, he was pushed into me, and it was just kind of like, I was there, not trying to hurt my teammates, but it happened, and we talked about it. Guys know that it was intentional. Unintentional, excuse me. And,
I saw you immediately go and talk to a lot of the offensive guys, and I thought that's a leadership role. Like, it's okay, it happened. I didn't mean it, but yeah. On the other hand, as a fan watching, we're like, whoa, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. But obviously, man, it's about getting to the games, right? And honestly, man, unintentional play. It did happen, man. But we talked about it. We moved past it. And let's keep going.
So tell me a little bit about the feeling winning the Grey Cup last year. You top the pinnacle, now you bring that experience to this.
Honestly, man, it was great. It was great, man. Great experience having that, posting up that trophy, having the guys celebrating, everything that you worked for in that moment all happened, and you're just celebrating, just taking it all in. Man, but there's other guys that have championship pedigree, Grey Cup, rings and stuff like that. So we all combine that into getting another one and hosting up that trophy in Edmonton, making the fans proud, and bringing the community together. So that's what the goal is now. I'm glad that we won it last year, but I'm past that. Let's win it this year.
I like that. That's fantastic. So what do you like to do when you're not doing football things?
Man, I love talking to my family, my daughter, man. Hanging out with the guys, so building that camaraderie, that brotherhood. So anytime we get, camp is a long day, so after practice and stuff, kind of all right, but once we get into the season and rolling, having the guys over for lunch, dinner, whatever, and just hanging out with the guys.
Fantastic. And where is your family?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, nice. Okay. So already plans to go back, or for them to come up for a bit? Or?
Yeah, definitely come up for games and stuff. Yeah, have a great supporting cast, my family, man. I don't know what I'd do without them, man, but definitely they're going to... It's a long flight, but they're definitely excited to come up here.
I was going to say, that's a cross-country flight, so that's quite a ways. Have you... how many days were you in Edmonton before camp?
About a week. Came in here, got settled, just breathe the air, just, get settled in, acclimated to the team and stuff like that. But I came about a week before.
Nice. Find a spot that you like to go to so far?
Nah, I haven't really explored so much, but, I'm starting to get my way around, man. But after camp, I'll be able to do a little more.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you put on these with the mostly we've seen you with Brinkman, Jordan Williams, and Robbie Smith. Tell us about those three and you as a team. What can we look forward to with the D-line this year?
Dominance, create havoc, man, making it hard on the offense to get plays, right? Giving them troubles IDing who they trying to block. And not only just that first group, but our second and third groups are definitely putting stuff on film that you can't ignore. So I'm excited to see what what the front office end up creating and keeping guys, man. But with the guys that we have, man, you can't go wrong, man. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the guys that we do have now, man. If we can keep everybody, I would love it, man. But that's not how it goes. But
there's going to be an excellent rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep you fresh, and so that you can keep making guys step on land.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what we want.
Definitely bring the boom. The physicality. I'm finally at the point, man. And it's not just me; it's everybody, man. I see it across the board, man. And that's what honestly brought me here. I looked at film before I, made any decisions, man. Looked at the coaching staff. Mostly was the roster, so I'm excited to be here, man, and everything that I thought would happen is happening, and I'm excited.
Fantastic. Well, we're excited to see you, and welcome to Edmonton, and we're looking forward to seeing so much more of you as the year goes on.
Thank you, man. It's an honor to be here.
Thanks, man.
All right, now.
Okay.
All right, Andrew.
Appreciate it, Malik.
Sure.
All right. Oh. There we go. I'm like, how did we disappear off the stage? There we go.
Magic.
Magic. Both excellent conversations.
For sure.
I want to, thank Austin and Malik. Sorry for the bit of the sound quality. I don't know what's going on with the mic attaching to my phone. I'll try another thing, but it's training camp for me too. Give me a break. but it'll be we'll get some more of those as the week goes on here, so that we can get some out to you guys, and so that you get to know some of these guys that are on the team. Both really great guys. I do want to talk to Tamari Fox as well. I know that he's really stepped up for me, and I've really enjoyed seeing him. Carter O'Donnell, like you mentioned, Mike, coming back, but still definitely showing that he's got something to offer, and I want to see that. So lots of guys, and if there's people, players that you stop by camp, or you get to go to a fan day or something, and you're thinking, I'd really like to know more about that guy, then let us know, and we'll do our best to make sure that we get them on and have a chat with them. So I know Tyrell Ford is lined up for once we get through training camp, because he definitely wants to be on, so we'll make sure that we chat with him as well. All right, let's get into our draft class of this year, because that happened while we were away, and we drafted 9 different guys. I'll just go through the names here as best that I can. We number 3 overall in our first pick, linebacker Daryl Jabome. And I did check with Mike Arcuri, and he said that's how you say it.
Daryl, got it.
Yeah, he should be here soon. He had another camp that he was finishing up, but he should be here pretty soon, as far as our understanding is. Defensive back and linebacker Benjamin Sangmua. He came in yesterday. I saw him on the field today wearing number 16. So he is just kind of learning the ropes in that in that backfield right now. Defensive lineman Wesley Bailey, he does have an official NFL camp, so we won't see him until at least September. Wide receiver Carter Kettle, who is from the University of Alberta Bears, and he has not looked out of place. He made a couple of excellent catches today, so I'm excited for a young kid that can definitely add. And he's taking it seriously, even in the special teams drills. You can see that he knows that's how he's going to get onto this team. So I'm excited to see that. Offensive lineman Spencer Walsh. Then we went with linebacker Justin Pace, offensive lineman Chris Pashula, and quarterback wide receiver. Here we go, Eloa Latendresse Rejimbo. And not bad, eh?
Not bad, eh?
Or as we call him, Bob. Yeah. Because it's a lot easier. He stood out to me a bit today. Not so much in the first couple of days, but today I did notice him a few times on some of his routes. And one note that Paul picked up and mentioned to me was that he had a roster sheet tucked into his tight shorts, and so he was pulling it out so he could call the guys by their names instead of by their numbers.
Oh, interesting.
And Paul said that's a very quarterback thing to do, even though he's doing it as a receiver. And I thought that is really cool that he can bring kind of both sides to that. So that was really impressive to me. So I do want to talk to him at some point as well.
For sure.
Offensive lineman Matthew Lejuden, which I think that's how you say it. I met him today. He is also from the U of A, and he's pretty excited to be there. He said it is a little harder than you would expect, but we'll get there. It'll be fine. Yeah. We also drafted a couple of globals, a kicker named Jesus Gomez, and defensive lineman Jeffrey Imba. And Jeffrey Imba has a NFL camp as well, so he will be here possibly September. We'll see. Kicker, they weren't sure on as of yet, so that's kind of where that's landing.
Like a global kicker? Wow, shocking.
I know, right? Weird. Yeah.
That never happens.
Yeah, so it's so weird. Luckily, we do have a couple of globals here already, where we have Jabuner and Eteva, of course.
Right.
So, and Eteva has taken a step this year too, I think.
He looked good in the scrimmages.
Yeah. And he's been playing with the twos a lot, so that's a good sign for him as well. Okay, so signings. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, this week has been very busy. You go away for 2 weeks and they do everything. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
We signed pretty much all of our Canadian draft picks except for Bailey. Although I hadn't heard for sure if we did sign Spencer Walsh, but I think
Yeah,
we
I haven't
did.
heard that we did.
Yeah, maybe
When they
not.
gave the list, it was the last 5, and then
Right.
Obviously we just signed Singmua.
Yeah. So, okay. So maybe not Spencer Walsh as of yet. Defensive lineman Darian Newell, who was,
Yeah,
of
that's
course, our first pick from last year, that had
Got
to
some
be
nasty.
out for a year. He is there and playing. Now, I must say, and again, he's had a year out of the game as well. I haven't noticed much as of yet, but at some point, I think that will start to change, and we'll see him a little bit more. Linda's favorite player, linebacker Eunice Larry. He was a. Do you want to tell the story, Linda, or do you? No. Okay, I was just making sure. Okay. Let's just say there was Eunice and Venus, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay.
And I'm Venus. And I'm Venus.
Venus, that's right. Yes, yeah, Venus. That was okay. Those were the good ones. Now he was a player that was undrafted in this year's draft, but then we were able to pick him up. Linebacker Jaden Pearson that we've already talked about. Wide receiver Joshua Cephas. Wide receiver Julian Hicks. Running back Shanderick Powell.
Love that name.
I know, right? That's the guy that. Pardon? Landmine. Yeah, that's right. That's his name. And defensive back Therese Reed and defensive back Jackson Brashear, who also is the son of Donald Brashear. So that's rather interesting. If you're a hockey fan and happen to know that name, that is where that comes from. So now we haven't heard the cuts yet. Don't know where that's going to be, although I will take a quick look just to see if it happened as of yet, because we're talking about roster changes as we're doing this. No, nothing yet. So we should know I believe there are 10 that are coming that will come at least some point tonight or early tomorrow morning to start forming this team. The only cuts after that are the final cuts. So I did talk with Mike today, and he said other than possibly some ins and outs, which he wasn't really thinking there'd be too much of that, but I do think that that's where we're at with this team over the next 2.5 weeks.
Awesome.
So very exciting. And the first 3 days were really nice. Yesterday was super windy, but it was actually quite nice weather, which is good because this weekend it's going to snow. So just
what?
Yeah. They're saying on Saturday it's going to actually snow.
Well, that's their welcome to the CFL moment for some of those newbies.
There's a certain player who was very grabby of jerseys, overtly grabby, and I had him on my bubble, currently nicknamed Oven Mitts, because that was the only way you were going to break him of this. But anyway, he's lucky that I lost my note on his number, so he's safe for now. But we'll see if he gets through the night.
Okay, we'll see if he. Yeah, there's a few, and there's some I must say that as you watch, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to see him when I come back tomorrow morning. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not going to name any names, but next week when we get together, I'll say, yeah, that one didn't surprise me. Yeah, that's true. There will be some this year too. I am quite sure of that. So, Superfan, now that we've gone through all of these new people, would you like to talk to us about our past?
Sure.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad you said yes.
It's time for More and Tell.
Yay!
Hats on, we're ready. Yeah, it's been a few weeks, and I've had a few pickups. So I thought I'd just kind of go through some randoms in the last little bit.
Randos. I love it when you do randos.
It's all about the randos.
Wait, that did not come out right. Or did it?
Did it?
Yeah, title of the podcast. Go ahead.
So, for a lot of
Richard's
people,
like, I'm not saying anything. Just sitting here being quiet.
probably wise. I should
Yeah.
too. So yeah, a lot of people get into collectibles. One of the first collectibles anyone has are trading cards. Whether you're a hockey fan, baseball fan, or football fan, right now is a really good time to be getting into trading cards because the Upper Deck company is putting out a ton all the time. The Jogo company does an alumni series, which is great. One thing that Upper Deck started doing last year and into this year, or I guess 2024 into 2025, is something called game dated moments. And so they put out these cards specifically for special moments. This one here is for when Justin Rankin had his record 204 yards in a game, along with 2 touchdowns. This is the silver version of the card. That's the gold version of the card.
Nice.
Probably not too much reflection there.
So cool.
Lots of fun. There's about 4, I think, elks in the last 2 years, which is nice. And hopefully we'll have a lot of great moments. And we'll see a lot more cards coming up this year. Going back a little older, this came in the mail just a couple of days ago. I love old pennants.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Probably
That's
a
awesome.
late 50s or early 60s. Still has one of the set of tassels on. The other ones are gone. Those are really tough to find. But there's tons of these with that sort of clip art illustration kind of thing going on. They had one for every team with this particular design, but I managed to find that one.
Are you going to put that one on the stick and bring it to Clark for the
100%.
game? Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll wear a big raccoon coat and rah sis boom ba. It's going to be great. Only if you wear a hat that says press on it or something.
Correct. Yeah, I'm working on that. I need to have
Ask Avery where he gets his.
I need a trench coat and
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, and a hat, the fedora with the press sign on it.
Exactly.
Do you want one,
These are-
Kayla, for when we do the press after?
Sorry. Oh, what now?
Do you want a fedora that says with a sign that says press on the side?
I can't take that from Avery. Absolutely not. I'm not competing.
Fine.
These ones I got a little while ago. In the 60s and 70s, the team used to put out large 8x10 photos of players. So you could go to the office or the ticket office and pick up one every week. Sometimes they'd be in the programs. So I picked these up. These have been mounted to dry board. There's Ken Peterson. These are sort of the early 60s, 62, 63, something like that. We have Ken Reed.
Wow.
Big guard back in the day.
Action shot even. He's kind of strolling.
Don Vassos,
Oh,
who was a running back with the team and defensive halfback. And then the one most people may have heard of, I don't want to speak for everyone, Mr. Johnny Bright.
yeah. Wow. That's
a
very
classic
cool.
1962 shot of Johnny getting near to the end of his career, but he was still putting out really high volumes of rushes. There is a stat I absolutely love about him that of all the players, all the running backs with over 10,000 yards, he has the most yards per carry, the highest yards per carry. That's
Nice.
in CFL and NFL.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Not
That's
too
very
shabby.
cool. Not
Last
too
couple
shabby at
here.
all.
This one I picked up kind of on a spec. I'm not really sure the story of it, but I picked up a tie clip. I wear so many ties. Hopefully you can sort of make this out.
Oh, nice.
Great
Oh,
cup.
it says Grey Cup. So this was, I've spoken to a few other collectors who've been around a lot longer than I have, and they sort of agree this is probably given to either the executives or players who participated in a Grey Cup. And then they had the winners would have got ones with diamonds in them, players, but the executive maybe would have got something like that, which is kind of cool. And the last one is one I did not expect to get. So I was recently on a vacation down to the Caribbean and picked up this.
Cute.
Oh, wow.
This is super heavy. Comes with a little stand,
Oh,
but he had all the different teams on there. I mean, mostly NFL teams, but when I saw that, I'm like, well, that's got to come home with me. This is a sign.
Obviously.
Very, very hard.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Is
I
it
thought
like a
that's
paperweight or is it just like a display?
just a display piece. I mean, you could use it as a paperweight. I don't see why not. But yeah, like I said, they had lots of NFL teams. They had some CFL teams, but this one, especially with the old EE logo, I mean, that's
very
gorgeous.
cool.
So I
Very,
figured
very
that's
cool.
coming home, and that'll be staying with me. So the things you can find anywhere in the world.
That's amazing. A great random stuff, Mike.
Yeah.
Love it as always. I wonder if wouldn't it be cool? Like they do so many pictures and shots now that we see on different socials and things. Wouldn't it be cool if they did that where you had the 8x10 or even a 5x7 or whatever that you could go to the store each week and pick up a new one and you'd have your
100%.
collection of your like I think that would be a really cool way to connect it and then just have a thing on it, what's this guy's favorite food or what's this, like just a
All kinds of stuff
something
on the
that
back.
would where you could just you get connected to these guys. I think that would be an awesome idea.
Now they do have the Brickley Knothole Club Kids Club does put out a set of cards every year. They are incredibly hard to get. They only are in the Kids Club section on the concourse behind was that section CC?
Yeah.
So you can get those. My son's got a few of them, but he's getting to that age now where he's aging out. I myself only have a handful of them. Super hard to find. But yeah, I think something like that would be great. I did get a question in the chat from Leanne saying, where do you buy the cards? Talking about stuff like
the
Upper Deck cards. You can buy boxes of Upper Deck, and just like the old days, there's no gum in them anymore, sadly. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at so many different. There are a lot of local card shops still around. Finding one of those and getting them, you can get them online and have them shipped to you. There's something called Upper Deck e-Pack, where you can actually digitally rip cards packs open, and then the big hits they will mail to you.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of wild. I haven't gotten any of the new ones yet. I have some of the older ones, but none of the new ones yet.
2026 obviously not out yet, but they'll probably be out in September, late September.
Maybe that's the one that I'd like to get so that I can be like, I like this team better.
Yeah.
That'll be one's worth getting. All right, Linda, are you ready to regale us with lots of stories of beer?
Sure.
Wonderful. First down, this beer. Oh,
Did you hear Paul?
I didn't hear Paul. What did he do?
Oh, he just laughed before I did.
Oh, okay. It's fantastic.
Never gets old.
Yep.
Indeed. Well, 3 days into training camp, and we are happy campers. We are happy campers. Hazy IPA. This is a collaboration between Camp Brewing in Langley, BC, and Cabin Brewing in Calgary. Both excellent breweries. Their description is that it's a full-on fruit parade, which made me think of a certain other team in the league. Plush, pillowy mouthfeel. They say to think mango, citrus zest, and they say a cheeky little burst of tropical chaos, which is something I would like to name one of the new players.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't chosen him yet. I am not getting ripe mango. I'm getting some citrus. This is way hoppier than a lot of hazies. It's 6.7%. They've coined a new phrase for it called touch grass, drink haze, and stay winning, which is good. It's not grab grass and growl, but it's pretty good. And I think we can use it. They call it a gloriously hazy victory lap. Andrew, this one is not for you.
I figured, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's very drawing on the palate. Hop forward. Definitely hazy, but a decent beer. but there's a lot of hazies out there that would make people happier, I think.
Okay.
But it's Happy Campers, so how could I not have it?
Okay. Exactly.
So Happy Campers was about us fans. Now we need to look at who's on the field. And so they're young, and if they're not young, they're at least rested. And I'm seeing a lot of enthusiasm, athleticism. I see fresh feet, and in particular, I see fresh feet and no chicken.
Is that the name of the beer?
Appetizing.
Fresh feet and no chicken.
Fresh feet and no chicken milkshake IPA from Evil Twin Brewing in New York, which is Evil Twin in New York is the beer I brought last time about I've been missing my mom's spiced blackberry cobbler.
Right.
And you remember how bright that was? Well,
Ooh.
this is super bright. This is day glow.
It does look like a chicken milkshake.
And there's lots of black bits in it, which is apparently pieces of vanilla bean. So anyway, a milkshake IPA is made with lactose and fruit and gives you like a creamy, sweet, thick smoothie-like beverage instead of the usual hot, bitter IPA. So let's give it a go. Oh, you want some?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The color is throwing me.
It totally is throwing me too. It's like, that's thick.
It's thick like an orange Julius or something.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It didn't look like you really enjoyed it.
Well, wants to know if it comes without pulp. I don't think it does.
That's good.
It's no
So
beef.
it does mimic the mouthfeel of a milkshake. It's got vanilla, tropical fruit. You would use oats to enhance the texture. So they say it's like a juicy mimosa with vanilla. I think it's more like a fruit smoothie. But to the name. So fresh feet refers to the bright, clean, crisp taste, which you describe as fresh and clean mouthfeel versus the heavy hazies that are sometimes kind of thick and dirty. Less refined, so like the Calgary Stampeders. The no chicken is a reference to keeping the beer clean with no chicken, like no filler, no gimmicks, no foulness, such as Saskatchewan Roughriders. So it's just this, keeping it pure. It's a little bit maybe creamsicle. The reason I wanted this, other than because the name is hysterical, was to see if it might be a pairing for a breakfast tailgate. It's really good, but I'm going to get heartburn like I would having a orange juice at breakfast.
Lippy's line of that milkshake brought at least one boy to the yard as a winner. That was outstanding.
So this is a 7.5, so it's pretty robust, and there definitely are black bits in it. And you need to know that I'll be on the hunt because there is apparently an even fresher feet and still no chicken double IPA.
Oh,
well.
Tune in next week.
So we got Happy Campers, we got fresh feet and no chicken, and we're back to camp tomorrow. So
I think they really missed a trick not having Ricky Ray as the sponsor of the first one. I mean, he was raised in a place called Happy Camp, California. He literally is a happy camper.
Yeah.
And he is a cheeky burst of tropical chaos. So that's how you describe Ricky Ray, isn't it?
That's the first words that came to my mind were that when we talked about Ricky Ray. Yeah. Oh my! Thank you, Linda. That was as entertaining as always.
I gotta try that. I just
you do.
Say it.
Morbidly curious, to be honest.
You have to try the milkshake?
Yeah, I have to. It's so different.
Mm-hmm.
So Linda, once you go black bits, do you go back or do you? I'm not sure what's the Kayla's face.
I love saying stuff like that just to watch Commissioner's reaction. Although if she was still having a good laugh about mouthfeel, which made me laugh.
No, that wasn't
Is that-
mouthfeel. That I read Cliffy's comment before you put it up there.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
And of
That
course,
was-
Leanne.
Yes. Well done, Leanne. That combination of those two is getting to be a regular on the show. I think I appreciate it quite a bit. All right, I don't want this one to go too terribly long this evening, but I do want to talk about one more thing,
Right.
and that is the new postseason rules. Well, no new postseason rules and new rules. There's both
Right.
that we get to talk about. So first, let's talk about this new playoff structure. So before we get into goods, bads, or otherwise with the
Sure.
playoff structure, I will say that the timing of releasing that information
Oh, that was
was awful. And I don't know. The only thing that I could think of, and I think I said this to you, Mike, was just they must have known that it was going to get leaked, and so they had to put it out. But I think they wanted to wait and not. But putting it out on draft day and taking away
it's a new level of stupid to cock block yourself.
Like, yeah.
Is that the title of the podcast?
That is the title of the
bloody well
podcast. Yeah, that's it's very true. And I hated the timing. So I will say that. But let's talk about this playoff structure. So starting in 2027, so not this year, next year, they will have 8 teams making the postseason. So if you finish in first or second in your division, it gives you 2 chances to win and move on. And of course, 2 chances at home playoff games. The top 2 in each division will play a showdown game with the top team getting the home field advantage. The 5 to 8 teams are seeded based on their season record. So the 5th team could be from the West, the 7th team could be from the East, and 8 and 9 could be from the West, or vice versa. It can all play out that way. They're reseeded each round. So once they get through the elimination games, I think that's what they're calling them, the first set of them,
Play-in.
the play-ins, then they reseed, and you can get different teams from different divisions playing each other depending on how they landed. The selling point from the CFL is there's more chance for different games, different rivalries, and you have to win at least 3 games to win the cup as far as getting into the postseason. So I want to get all of your thoughts on this. Mike, I'll just say, because you already know this, but my initial reaction is, so the regular season doesn't mean anything. And as I read more, I was like, oh no, it does. Okay, so it does mean something. But it is still a little odd to have this change right now, in my opinion. But Commissioner, let's start with you, and we'll go around to everybody's thoughts on this.
Right now, I'm always open to change my mind. Right now, I think it's dumb. I think it could work better with 12 teams. With 9 teams, to me, I'm like, okay, so everyone except one team, and you don't want to be that one team. That's your goal. Don't be that one team that just doesn't make it, because that's embarrassing. But right now, I just think it's dumb. I've heard all the arguments, and it just does not change my mind yet. Maybe once I see the format and it play out and a couple of years go by, but no one really likes change. And when you put so much change in a year, it's just kind of like you lost me. And it might be a big part of it too, is you lost me when you made that announcement during the draft. Like Linda said, cock block yourself. It's kind of embarrassing. So right now I'm just pissed, just in general. about how they've been handling things. So they're not helping themselves. And that's how I am.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Mike, you've had some time to think on this. What do you think?
Yeah. I really am in a wait and see kind of camp. Like Kamish says, nobody likes change. That being said, we've had so many different playoff variations over the years. I love reading about the history. At one point, you had to play 6 playoff games. One team would play 6 playoff games before getting to the Grey Cup.
That's rough.
You had a 2-game total point semifinal.
Right.
Then you had a best of 3 West final. And then you had a Grey Cup semifinal versus a third league, because there were 2 different leagues with the West and the East, but there was also the ORFU, Ontario Rugby Football Union. And you'd have to play their champion. Or so in 54, we played a ton of games playing Kitchener-Waterloo Dutchmen in the Grey Cup semifinal. That was a lot. What I do like about it is that it's going to be an opportunity to make extra money for the league, for the teams, and for the players. We all know that they're not paid a ton of money compared to other professional leagues. But this is, again, a real opportunity, and I like that they're trying something. I like it a lot more than some of the other rules we have coming up in the next little bit, but I just want to wait and see.
That's fair. Totally fair. Linda, how about you?
I'm kind of wait and see as well. If I would buy in everything in this round of announcements if they would just rescind the first announcements, you know.
Right.
So in the first case, I wanted to shoot the messenger and the message. Now I just want to shoot the messenger. I can work with the message. I see some upside, and sure, yes, being that 9th team, I think there's going to be just something utterly devastating about that. You know, maybe they get 10 draft picks, 10 first picks. I don't know. but yeah, these ones didn't rile me. Like, I'm still seething from some of the other ones. So
okay, well, that's fair. I agree with you, Mike, in that the opportunity to get more revenue, and I don't think they were shy about saying that was one of the reasons they did it, and that to me is better than the first round of changes, because there wasn't really a why. It was just like it was kind of like a made up
more
why.
Scoring.
Right. Bullshit. Anyway, I do think that I like that that was basically part of the announcement. It gives the teams opportunity, which then gives the players an opportunity to get more revenue. I will wait as well to see kind of how it plays out during the season. Are we actually going to get, are those games going to be meaningful in the last month of the season? Which they might be, and I don't know yet.
It could be, because again, you're really seeding for that, trying to get in those seeded spots.
Yes.
Or again, before, if last year you had Edmonton versus Ottawa,
right.
What does that mean when you've got 2 teams that are out of the playoffs, right?
Right. Well, last year it wouldn't have been,
or 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It does give the ability for a team to go 4-14 and still win the Grey Cup. So I guess that's a possibility. But I do think this is a preemptive strike to what we were talking about before, with the opportunity to expand the league. And I don't know where the teams are coming from. I really don't. I don't know how that's all going to work out. But I agree with you, Kamish, in the fact that if there was 12 teams, this kind of makes more sense, right? So is this setting it up so that it's like there's reasons to entice other teams because there's this chance of more revenue, or how does this work? And I don't know. I don't know, but maybe that's another angle that we don't know about yet, that we're not supposed to know about yet.
We're totally going to kick Red Deer's ass.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. That's what we need is another team in Alberta. Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm glad the players are getting more money for longer.
Yeah.
That's
Yes. Yeah. That's very true.
I will give like one prop, not to the marketing team, but not in the like when they released the news, but
Mhm.
how they formulated their advertisement. Like that video, they crushed it with that video. That
Yeah.
video looked great. So props to whomever put that together. I thought it was a really well done advert, but otherwise,
Well, the how do you really feel?
How do you spell that? Need
the
those
part-
subtitles.
on there. Exactly. Oh, Tyler was nice enough to put the subtitles in. Thank you, Tyler, for
yeah, that was great.
color correcting and putting the subtitles in.
You
Because
had
of
many
the
people
awful
saying,
sound with that mic, it was great that we could actually know what they were saying. So thank you very much. And they looked so pretty. Yeah, I agree with you, Kayla, and I also think that the article that they did on CFL.ca really explained it
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah.
I had to read
Yep.
it so that I could figure out what they meant by how
Yeah.
this is going to work.
Yeah,
But it actually did help
confusing.
quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I did like that. Okay, other rules that were confirmed today. The confirmed now they will have the 20-second clock in the last 3 minutes of any half. Thank you very much.
good.
They did. There is now no more ties in the CFL.
And
So
Mike
if
just got a new tie clip.
yeah, I know, right?
Right?
Just in time. So if they are tied after the 2 mini games, yes, that's what they're calling them, mini games,
Yeah.
then they will be sudden death 2-point converts until somebody gets one. So
They
interesting.
should have a quarterback throw it through a tire.
Like that.
I mean, like seriously, it's just kicking now. I mean, it's putting the foot back in football, I guess.
Well, no, because it's 2
Oh,
point
sorry,
converts.
2 points.
Yeah,
Right.
so they have to do the rushing or throwing there. So we'll see. This was one that caused a bit of a stir. The more that I read it, though, I'm like, okay, this actually isn't as horrible as it might sound. They now can do a single kneel to finish a half if all of
Alright.
these conditions are met. So the defense has no timeouts. It's first down, and the offense wants to end the half, or there has to be 40 seconds or fewer on the clock.
That
So
didn't bother me.
to me, it's the same thing as that they're taking 3 snaps and taking the knee. Now they
Right.
just take one and let her be done. So
Yeah.
at first I thought, oh god, this is NFL-ish, but no, if you have the 20 seconds and you know, it's there's still lots of time for teams to switch things around. So
But if
not
it's
the end of the
victory
world.
formation, then what's the point?
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So just do the victory formation once and let it be done. Missed field goals or out of bounds through the end zone, which now, of course, don't get you the Rouge. The ball will go to the 40. So that was one of the question marks as to where that would happen.
Wait, hang on. Are they going to move that when we shrink the field, or this still going to go to the 40?
It's a good question.
That's a great question. I don't know. Yeah,
because that's dumb.
Well,
it's 60 yards for a touchdown at that point.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's tough to say. The other couple of ones that just kind of came under the radar, but I read about them today, was the teams right before the game now can have a third ineligible number capable of lining up in an eligible position, and they just have to let the referees know. So that's for, you know, tight ends basically. Yeah. I don't know if it works for in the secondary as well, but anyway, I don't remember exactly, but anyway, they can announce that. And then the ineligible receiver penalty, if that gets called, the team that's on defense will have the option to call it an incomplete pass instead of a penalty.
So loss of a down.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So so
if
we'll
it's
see
on third down,
it only just says ineligible receiver penalty. The defense can choose if they want it to be called an incomplete pass.
Interesting.
Okay. So those are the ones that were confirmed today. So some interesting ones for sure. Any on those that anybody is like, meh, or does it really matter at this point?
What's wrong with ties?
Well, they don't happen that often, but
Right.
I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Why not?
Me
Why?
too.
No, a lot of leagues don't go away from ties.
I don't get it. Chris Agar had a good point in here. Let me just show it up on screen. Never understood the hatred of ties, such an American thing. All around, I'm guessing that means the world. Ties aren't like kissing their sister there. I mean, it's certainly in the other football. Ties are quite common.
Right. Yes.
But they have a 3-point system, right?
Correct.
So,
yes, and if we had a 3-point system, then great. But yeah,
but we do really. It's 2, 1, or 0.
Well, yes, but they fair. But I then yeah, both teams getting one. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't mind it that much. I was like, it doesn't happen that often, mind you, but you know, there's always a winner. It's a baseball rule. I don't know. Isn't it now a what's the other league that just went to no ties? Oh, wow, the NHL, I guess, because they have the shootouts, right? So
yeah, they've had it for a while now, but yeah.
Yep. All right. One exciting thing that we are going to have to do here in the next couple of weeks is get ready to play new fantasy football, season-long fantasy football. We don't have to pick every week. You pick your players off the roster that you have, but
the bench. Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
I got smoked last year, man. I'm not.
Well, this year you pick your players at the beginning of the year, and nobody else can have that player but you. So
snake draft.
That's harder, man.
No, it's fun. I'm excited for that. So it's that reignites it for me, because lots of times I would forget to put anything. I'd be like, oh crap, and last minute I'm like trying to put in the guy.
Now you got to pull him off your roster, though. It's like, this is the guy I've got on my bench.
That's right.
I forgot to do that, so now.
But I only have to look at my guys. I don't have to look at the entire league and go, who's this? I would need this. I'm like, well, this guy has been okay. I'll just ride him out for a bit. But he's on a bye week. Great. I'll switch him with my other receiver. Done. Like, it can make it a lot easier. So plus then you get to do tradesies and stuff. Yay. That's the part that
it's so much more complicated.
Can we play against Ryan
and his entire team of Calgary Stampeders?
Especially if someone picks Stampeders before his turn,
right?
Then he's gonna have like all the backups and everything. It's gonna be great.
The plan is set, Mike. The plan is set.
The plan is set.
Oh, he just work it into it. Be like, see, everyone wants Calgary players.
Of course he would. Yeah, he's very good at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that will wrap up our show for this week. Next week, when we get back together, I do want to talk about the home game themes. Some that are not themes, but anyway, the home game themes that are there. We'll talk about that next week, because we will have some other things to talk about. One last check to make sure that we don't have any cuts already listed, which I don't think I saw that come through, but I will double check just to make sure that we're all on the same page. No. Yeah, well, I guess I can't say I'm terribly surprised. Needless to say,
as soon as we hang up.
I know, as soon as we're done. Look, there's the list. So that'll give us something to talk about next week in and around. Of course, Fan Day on Monday, May 18th. Yes.
Yep.
18th.
So make sure that you are out in Spruce Grove.
Wait,
in Mike's backyard.
Is it supposed to snow that day too, or what
no?
The frick is the weather like then?
Last I heard, rainy, but not snow. Whatever. It's Fan Day. Come on.
Last year was so nice.
It was nice last year.
Yeah.
We will have our table set up. We will be interviewing Justin Rankin while Noah Curtis looks lovingly on. Whatever we can do to have a little bit of fun with these guys and get out some content to you guys. So join us on Monday out in Spruce Grove. If you have the ability to hit training camp at all this week, please do. They like having people out to watch, and it's great to be able to talk to people. I will be back out there tomorrow morning, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. if it's snowing, I hope they bring it inside.
Yeah.
Help you.
Yeah, because the wind was cold enough yesterday. I don't need
There we
to hear
go.
more than that. Yeah. There you go. Monday is supposed to be mainly sunny and 16. Kayla, you're fine.
Sure. I don't trust the weather network or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Keep your eye on the Idaho High.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Yes. Thank you again to Austin Mack and Malik Carney for chatting with us. I very much appreciate it. Thanks to Mike for setting it up as always. Where do we find everybody on the interwebs? Linda, let's start with you.
On Instagram at TrueBrew42.
Wonderful. And Commissioner?
On Twitter at Duchess Lombardi.
Wow, you sound so excited about that.
She's super excited to be on Twitter.
Super. Yeah. Also, you can message at the Turf District on Instagram, and Kayla will get it, and then she'll tell me there's a message there. Superfan Mike, where does everybody find you?
You can find me on most socials at 56 Parkies, and then the Edmonton Football History account at EDMHISTOREE.
Wonderful. And you can find the show at the Turf District on all of your different social medias. You can follow me at Freepalicious if you would like. I am excited to get back into doing some more with 3 Down Nation this year. So I should be starting that once we get into some preseason games. So very excited to be part of that crew. So catch up on those if you are able to, and thank you for taking the time if you do. We will be back next week because now we're back into
weekly, baby.
That's right. We are around. So make sure that you catch up with us next Tuesday night at 7:30. We'll be back to bring all of the training camp news that we have. We'll talk about the cuts. We'll talk about this year's theme games and possibly have another Turfside chat. We'll see how that goes. So catch up with us next week and every week now as the season has begun. Training camp has opened. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And of course, thank you to you three for all of the fun and games, not only on the beginning of training camp, but throughout the season. So for Linda, Commissioner Kayla, and Superfan Mike, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you next week.